So I bought the Select John Wick about, I don't know, maybe a month, maybe more, maybe 2 months. I was pretty happy with it. Select's got a great look. It's got some limited articulation, etc. And I was basically content. But then I start running into the issues of it doesn't scale very well with a lot of my stuff, so it really limits some of the pictures I can take, etc. And then, yeah, lo and behold, this was offered up at an auction, and yeah, had to be done. This is the let's see here, Mafex John Wick. Like it a lot, like it more than the Select, because it does scale well, because it does have better articulation, because it does have the look, the feel, and I don't know, I guess basically what you go for an import for. At least me, anyway. That's the next level. So let's take a look at him, shall we? Let's make sure he's in view. There he is. So you get a good look at the head sculpt. To me, they nailed it. You can always nitpick anything that you want, but by and large, that is Keanu Reeves. Yeah. As far as the real detail on it, he's obviously got the beard, but he's also got the looks to me like the scruff on top of the beard. So where the beard has been trimmed, looks like they've tried to capture that as well. On mine here, it looks like it maybe bled into the earlobe. Couldn't care less. Didn't even notice it until just now. Yeah. Taking a look at the rest of the head sculpt. Nothing spectacular and nothing especially wrong. It does come with an alternative head, a much more disheveled looking one with wounds on its face, etc. Like you'd expect. So it doesn't lack for that. You're not limited. You have both, just the two though. So you don't have no ultra messed up one, no partially messed up one, and no really pristine one. So nothing like that. Taking a look at the rest of the figure, his pants are nothing special. It's got a little line here, to indicate some sort of cuffage or what have you, wear. But the rest of the pants are pretty smooth. It's a suit, so how much paint do you really need? And furthermore, it's a black shirt, black tie underneath of it. The tie is pretty stiff, so don't try to jack with that too much. The coat is relatively movable. It's only up to there, and I don't think it's removable. Not that I would try anyway. So yeah, there's the look, and now the articulation. Now let's look at the accessories first. So just the accessories that are on him are very nice. They come with, in the case of the long guns anyway, one comes with a shoulder strap, and it is functional. You can see the way it sits. And the other comes with what looks like a single shoulder strap. So it's meant to, if it's meant to do something more than what I've done with it, I guess I don't know. And then you come with the gun as well. I'm not a gun guy. I couldn't tell you what it is, but it looks like it's got a silencer or at least a muffler of some sort on it. What kind of guns these are, I couldn't tell you. I don't know much about weapons, but I do know what's cool looking, and these certainly fit the mark there. As far as some of the other some of the other accessories, he comes with I think 3 extra hands, and we'll get into that in just a second. And he comes with these guns, and I think one other shorter gun, and that's where I can get into my nitpicks if you really want to. So there's no holster for for the secondary gun or the smaller one. That would have been cool. Maybe it does exist, but I haven't found it. And then the other nitpick that I have is he didn't have a left hand that was conducive to holding a weapon. So what I did, and you can probably even see it here because there's an imperfection on both sides. What I did is take a little hobby knife and split this hand, and now it works just fine for holding the weapon. I could go the next step and go ahead and split that finger, but didn't really want to mess with it too much because it does suit the purpose of what I wanted it for. The other hand is a great trigger hand. The way that his wrists are articulated, you don't have to go into extraordinary positions to get the gun right. They're not sitting here like this to get the gun right on some figures. You know how that is. So yeah, looking at his articulation, you get very good articulation. The legs on these things, they come down in order to come out. And then when you're ready to stand them, they'll basically pop back into position up here. So that's just a little quirk with this particular brand that I've noticed. Knees, see how good that is? But just pops right back in. So no issues on that front, at least not that I'm aware of. Might have spoke too soon. Let's just pop that back in if I can. There we go. So as much as that might be alarming, looks like we're good to go now. Back to the knees. Good knees. It's just a single joint. As far as the ankle goes, you do have an ankle rocker there. Got a toe joint and decent movement that will allow for some good posability. What you've just seen as far as the leg coming off is something I've already experienced as far as the what do you call that? I guess the chest joint or whatever the pivot. That's come off, but every time something's kind of popped off, it just pops back on. So it's a testament of sort of a quality build, but at the same time, it sort of highlights the fact that these are not necessarily toys, especially bash 'em up toys. These are not, yeah, you get my point. They can't take too many falls off high shelves, etc. So they do have their drawbacks, but by and large, this is a really, really nice figure. I enjoy it. It's by far in, how do I say, it's far superior in my opinion to the Select as far as looks, usability, scale, etc. Does have the nitpicks. I wouldn't say it's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's certainly taking a showcase on one of my shelves, so I would highly recommend it. It's not the cheapest price point, but I don't think it's supposed to be cheap. You get what you pay for in a lot of cases, and this is one of those cases that I think you can make the case to spend a little bit more to get a higher quality figure. Yeah, so that's my take on it. Hope you enjoy. Peace. Whatever, yeah.